Impending retirement is an incredibly anxious time period for anyone, even for those with the foresight to plan with it with a 401k or a pension plan. For the equine athlete, the situation is precariously left in the hands of his connections.
Making sure that horses have an active career after racing is very, very important to us. Most of the horses that either do not make it to the races or do not win aren't going to be going to the breeding shed, and that's why Turning for Home has really been fantastic.
Historically, many horses were in jeopardy after leaving the track, but that all changed in May of 2008 when Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association Executive Director Mike Bellezzi realized the need for a racehorse retirement program. The philosophy of Turning for Home was built on his desire to provide for equine athletes who, throughout their racing careers, have provided jobs for thousands of Pennsylvanians and serve as a major economic driver in the agricultural and other economic sectors. Money allocated to the horse racing industry from the Racehorse Development Fund created by Act 71 added to the purse monies available, and Mr. Bellezzi and the PTHA responded by creating Turning for Home, only the second racehorse retirement program in the country and the model program for other racetracks across the country.
For years, we raced in this industry, and they didn't have an outlet, and they turned up, at slaughterhouses. People would give them homes, but nothing like with Turning for Home. I mean, we've placed, I don't even know what it is. It's probably almost close to 2,000 horses. When you see the interaction they have with people after their racing career is over, it's just an unbelievable thing for Turning for Home.
I think there's a tremendous interest now in the off-the-track thoroughbred, which Thoroughbred is a wonderful horse, and I think it's finally getting its due again back in the event world, the show world. And having a program like Turning for Home, it's just a great outlet for us to process our horses through and know that they're going to get into really good hands.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing. It's really awesome.
No horse that is under the care of a trainer based at Parks Racing is turned away. Thanks to the funding from our horsemen, Turning for Home has medically cared for and provided placement for well over 1,000 horses. With the help of our track veterinarians who donate their time and expertise, we are able to bridge the gap between careers for our retiring athletes.
We do lameness evaluations, physical evaluations, and sometimes we can even figure out temperament evaluations. The ones that have been very easy to work around always transition better to their next lives. And the program is not the same program it was 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. The people who run the program are continually modifying, tweaking, reevaluating, listening to the response of the farms that horses are sent to, looking at the statistics for horses, how they recover, which ones we have placed successfully. I think we're getting better at what we do every year with the help and suggestions of the farms that we send horses to.
In addition, equine surgeons like Dr. Patty Hogan and Dr. Yannick Gazarowski have proven to be invaluable assets to our program. They have donated thousands of dollars in medical procedures so that thoroughbreds like Grizzle, who may not otherwise have had access to surgery, can successfully transition into a second career.
These horses are not getting rescued, they're not getting retired. These are athletes, they're remaining athletes. They are, just because they're getting surgery doesn't mean they're done. These horses are getting fixed and they're moving on to second careers. That benefits the horse, it benefits those involved. It's a win-win situation. We get a lot of business from the racing industry, and as I said before, to be able to give back in this capacity is fantastic. We're not handing out money, we're helping a horse. I think it's a great cause, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Our relationship with the partner farms, who provide months of quality care, rehabilitation, and retraining, is the most crucial part of our program. The horse angels on our farms work tirelessly in order to help place our horses into new homes.
It's been pretty terrific. I mean, they have done a really good job at evaluating the horses before we get them, setting us up to then be able to prepare a well thought out rehabilitation plan for these horses, and they give us a lot of good background information so that we can help set them up with the appropriate owners in the future. And I mean, we've really just had a great working relationship with them for years.
They're in pursuit of Southfleet as they hit the top of the stretch. Southfleet is opened up by 4.
This is Southfleet finishing third in the final race of his career. Now he's helping save lives as a member of the Philadelphia Police Department's Mounted Patrol. His new name is Captain.
The captain's been mellow since the day he got here. He's easygoing, It's hard to believe he was a racehorse.
Our program reaches out even further, as our horses are able to provide outlets for college interns and other students to work with real retiring racehorses. Maui Meadow Farm is the oldest working thoroughbred farm in Pennsylvania, and farm owners Charlie Lyman and Nita Bradley are proud to be able to both give back to the industry as well as teach a new generation of horsemen.
They've learned a lot, from the breeding end of it, and we have some foals and checking mares for pregnancies, and then also we just got a horse from Turning for Home, got his knee surgery. And they learn how to change bandages, make sure the sutures are all fine.
The kids, they get so excited when we get a new Turning for Home horse. They are so eager to come over and groom on them, and they put them in the cross ties and they feed them treats. And the kids get a lot of satisfaction too when the horses find new homes. They see them off and they take pictures of them going off to their new careers, and they ask about them down the road.
It's really cool because you're teaching them something new. It's something they've never done before.
They're awesome horses to be around. They just love to do their job, and they're really willing to learn, so it makes our job a lot easier.
We're trying to give them a second chance, give them a new home, teach them how to calm down and relax, that we're not on the track anymore, and that they can sit back and enjoy life and hopefully find the right home, a forever home for them.
Posted just outside our office is our wall of success.
You see these horses and what they're doing, and I can remember some of them, what they used to be able to do when I was sitting on top of them.
Many photos and stories, straight from the mouths of the adopters, are visible for horsemen to see how their old horses are doing in their new careers.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
It's priceless. They have helped so many horses, and without a program like this, many of these horses wouldn't have a place to go.
What it means to me is that we're giving the horses a second chance. We get to see them beyond the racing world.
I think it's an amazing program. I love what they're doing for the racehorses.
Out of everything we've done in Pennsylvania, I think that's the thing we can be proudest of.